Coming up right now on SUTV News, a Shippensburg Miss America hopeful is making a difference in the community. Find out what she's up to.
And later tonight in sports, we have spring game coverage details.
It's all coming on right now.
Hello and thanks for joining us on SUTV News. I'm Lucy Davis.
And I'm Joe Rodriguez. For many years, the Miss America organization has encouraged young women to volunteer in their communities. Miss America contestants strive to make a difference locally and nationally, and they have done that throughout the Children's Miracle Network. As a matter of fact, the Miss America organization is a large contributor to the network. And to ensure that they are making a difference where they live, this month, Miss America contestants are giving a day of service. SUTV News' news director, Holly Heyer, is competing for the Miss America title and is doing the part here right in Shippensburg.
Come together and dedicate an hour of their time to cleaning up Shippensburg, and in return we will be asking residents of Shippensburg to donate some money towards Children's Miracle Network and hopefully reach my goal of $500 to put towards the charity.
All contributions go directly to the Children's Miracle Network and are tax deductible. If you would like to donate or spread the word about Holly's team as well as track her fundraising journey, visit sutvnews.com for a direct link to her page. Shippensburg's criminal justice major is now certified by the Academy of Criminal Justice Sciences. There are only 1 in 6 colleges in the country to be a part of the Academy and the only Apache college to have this certification. The Academy of Criminal Justice Sciences promotes education, research, and policy analysis.
Not that the Women's Center isn't busy all year, but April is especially active. Ian Fitzgerald has the story.
Women's Center is recognizing Sexual Assault Awareness Month with the Clothesline Project. The Clothes on the Line make the public aware of what sexual assault is all about.
Anyone that's been affected by violence can come in, they can design a t-shirt that reflects their experience, and then we hang those t-shirts in the Cub the first week of April every year to kind of start off our Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
For the last 4 years, the Women's Center has co-sponsored the event with Wilson College.
Both institutions sponsor some decorating and t-shirt creation workshops.
The Clothesline Project is just one of the many sexual assault awareness events, like Take Back the Night.
I went to the Take Back the Night event and it was really empowering. We got to march all the way to Shipwreck and we were just chanting, it was a good atmosphere, and it was a lot of fun.
Get aware and visit the shirts on the second floor of the Cub through the end of this week. From SUTV News, I'm Ian Fitzgerald.
You can find more information about the events planned this month at ship.edu or find a link on our website, sutvnews.com. And coming up on SUTV News, catch up on the latest world news, including the outcome of the Boston bomber trial.
And playing kickball can save a child's life. Stay with us.
Look at how people with disabilities are segregated. On Monday at 7, Dr. Allison Carey, Liat Ben-Moshe, and Chris Chapman are giving a lecture on disability and incarceration in the United States and Canada. The speakers will talk about the history behind incarceration and confinement of people with disabilities. They will discuss alternative solutions to these problems and will open up discussion to the audience. The lecture is free and open to the public, held in Old Main Chapel. Shippensburg senior Lavelle Simpkins was one out of 201 college students in the country to be awarded for his civic engagement. Nicole Transu has the story.
Hard work and dedication at Shippensburg University, Lavelle Simpkins was named a 2015 Newman Civic Fellow.
It was an overwhelming feeling to know that a lot of the hard work and community service hours and conversations that I had actually meant something to someone enough that they would recognize it.
The nomination process felt long to Lavelle. Administrators like James D'Amico helped make it happen.
The university was contacted by the Pennsylvania Campus Compact to seek nominations for the Newman Civic Fellow Award.
Lavelle was a great nominee for the award, not only because of his leadership roles and campus involvement, but his civic engagement.
Lavelle is very much an active contributor on campus, but he has very much shown a lot of excellent civic engagement opportunities.
To Lavelle, his greatest accomplishment was not any high title or award, but his experience as a resident assistant. He enjoys meeting new residents and giving advice to first-year students.
Try to take some time to learn about yourself. Try to take some time to identify what you struggle with personally and professionally, and try to work on it, pay it forward, get involved. Your time outside of the classroom is just as important as your time inside the classroom, so take that time and do some thinking.
Although he is not a fan of all the attention, Lavelle is grateful for his Newman Civic Fellow Award. For SUTV News, I'm Nicole Transo.
Next year, Lavelle will continue his studies in sociology at Shepherd University in West Virginia.
Head back to your playground days and play some kickball. Chip Minithon is sponsoring kickball tournament and grill on April 19th. It's $5 per person for a team of 8 to 10 players or $7 for an individual. Teams must be co-ed and all proceeds go to 4 Diamonds. While some anticipate the arrival of the new Apple Watch, others wait for the verdict of the Boston bombing trial. Here is your latest world news updates.
Tsarnaev is guilty of all 30 charges by a federal jury in the Boston Marathon bombing trial. The penalty phase begins next week and will determine whether Tsarnaev faces the death penalty. Tsarnaev is responsible for killing 3 people and injuring 260 in 2013 at the Boston Marathon. On Wednesday, ISIS released over 200 Yazidis, part of a Kurdish religious group. The group released women, children, the ill, and elderly. An ISIS militant group invaded northern Iraq last summer, forcing hundreds of thousands of minorities, including Yazidis, from their homes. ISIS is especially cruel to the Yazidis, slaughtering them by the hundreds. Michael Sliger, a white South Carolina police officer, is out of a job and facing a murder charge for shooting an unarmed man. The officer is charged after a video surfaced showing Walter Scott, a black man, being shot. The officer says he feared for his life while protesters are demanding justice. New tonight, the Scott family plans to file a civil lawsuit against former Officer Sliger. Saudi strikes continue as Houthi rebels overturn towns and cities west and south of Yemen. The humanitarian impact concern is growing. The UN estimates at least 100,000 people have been displaced, and many are trying to escape the country. Some are crossing by boat through the Bab al-Mandeb Strait to Djibouti in Africa. Apple is expected to begin accepting pre-orders tonight for its Apple Watch at 12:01 Pacific time. An Apple senior vice president says the company expects customer demand will exceed supply. If you can't get your hands on the watch right away, try one on in-store beginning tomorrow. The Apple Watch is the first new consumer product Apple has launched in 5 years. That's all of your world news. Back to you.
Coming up on SUTV News, the spring game is this weekend. We'll let you know if you need to bring an umbrella.
And find out how you can win some extra cash. And I don't mean the lottery. Don't go away.
Raider football is back this Saturday for the spring game, and I'm so excited to actually be there for once on the sidelines with SUTV for the first time in a long time, so I'm hoping the weather is nice.
And I hope so too, because there's nothing like nice weather and football, so let's see what's in store this week.
Hope everyone had their rain boots and umbrellas this week, because it has been a downpour out there. Today the high reached only 50 degrees, and there's been on and off showers since Wednesday morning. Tomorrow, the high will be 71 degrees, but the rain doesn't look like it'll stop, as thunderstorms will be on the way. Taking a look at the 5-day, Saturday will be the light at the end of the tunnel with a 61-degree high with bright and sunny skies. Sunday looks like another sunny day with a high of 68. Monday has a high of 74, but mostly cloudy skies as well. Tuesday will have a high of 71, but more clouds could move in, which could start another string of rainy days this week. Finally, it looks like we'll have great weather for this year's spring game with sunny skies and a high of 61. The low will be 37 though, so be sure to bring your Snuggie. That's it for this week's weather. I hope you all get out there and enjoy the nice weather this weekend, and I'll see you back here next Thursday.
20 years have passed since the president of Selena Quintanilla's fan club took her life. Fans will remember her life in music this month in a commemorative fiesta. The singer's family is organizing the event and has announced that the fans will be treated to a hologram performance by Selena. According to CNN.com, the hologram will show a walking, talking, singing, and dancing digital embodiment of her persona. The hologram of the singer will perform new music as well. Taylor Swift has always had an open relationship with her fans and took it to Tumblr to announce that her mother has been diagnosed with cancer. On her blog post titled, "Just So You Know," Swift tells her fans that she suggested her mother to get checked for any health issues just to ease her family's mind. Her mother did just that, and Swift told her followers, quote, "The results came in and I am saddened to tell you that my mom has been diagnosed with cancer. I'd like to keep the details of her condition and treatment plans private, but she wanted you to know. We will keep Swift in our prayers as her family deals with this hard time." The Cubs Red Zone is hosting a doubles pool tournament tonight at 8 p.m. Evan Landauer, the Game Zone manager, says that many students show up and you need to come early if you want to play.
8 o'clock, if you're not here by 8, you can't play. So we'll be taking signups from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
The first place winners each get a $50 gift card. And right after you win the pool tournament, you can head upstairs to the Cub NPR to watch the Solo Circus act at 9:30. Michael DuBois will be leading a fast-paced show full of magic, juggling, and circus stunts. He's been featured on The Tonight Show, The Jay Leno Show, and The Late Night with David Letterman. I don't know about you, but I definitely will be making my way to the NPR for that one. Well, that is it. That's all we have for entertainment today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Gabe Moser was awarded Pitcher of the Week, and he told us the secrets to his success.
That's right, and we will have the top PSAC track and field athletes of the week. We'll reveal them when we come back. Sports is next.
Welcome back to SUTV. We have your Raider Roundup with all updates on ship sports, but first, we'll take a look at how athletes will show off more than just their athletic ability. The Student Athlete Advisory Committee is hosting Athletes Got Talent in Higas Fieldhouse. This is just one of many fundraisers SAC planned to raise money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
We're sitting at 2,000. I know we need 2,400 just in order to make a wish happen, but like I said before, our goal is to host a wish here. So our first goal is to raise 2,400, and then our second goal would be to get to the 7,000 mark. So we have Athletes Got Talent isn't the only fundraiser we have. You'll see them through emails and posters along the campus, but we have other fundraisers that will help us get to that goal.
The event will be held in Higas Fieldhouse at 6:30 on Monday night. Admission is $3 per person, and the show will include 2-minute acts from all teams on campus. 3 ship track and field athletes were awarded PSAC Athlete of the Week. Eric Beloga and Ryan Hart won men's outdoor track and field athletes respectively. Eric Beloga was 3rd in the 400-meter hurdles last weekend at the 15th Annual Colonial Relays. He beat his personal best by .46 seconds and the school record by .48 seconds. Ryan Hart is 4th on the NCAA Division II National Performance List in discus. Last weekend, he threw 173 feet and 1 inch. Bree Fells won Women's Outdoor Track Athlete of the Week. Fells sits atop the PSAC rankings in the 400-meter, and 2 of the 3 relays she competed in last weekend ranked top 2 in PSAC standings. Shippensburg Tyler Thompson was named PSAC Eastern Division Softball Athlete of the Week after providing 7 hits and 5 stolen bases in a 4-game stretch.
I really didn't see it coming. I've never won it before. A couple of my teammates have, so I was pretty surprised. Everybody was extremely supportive, so it was a pretty awesome feeling. Haven't started the way that we would have liked to, but we're on the bounce back right now. We swept one of the best teams in the conference right now, and we're planning on just moving up from there.
Thompson was 2 for 4 with a triple, RBI, 2 steals, and a run against Mansfield this past Saturday. Freshman Gabe Moser was named PSAC Pitcher of the Week. In just 2 games, Moser has notched 22 strikeouts in just 14 innings and allowed only 4 earned runs. But Moser says hard work is the reason for his and his team's success.
Just all the work we put in all season, just preparing for the games and just scouting and just doing all the work we have to do to get the job done.
Moser's 13 strikeouts against Kutztown are the most strikeouts in a game thrown by a Ship pitcher since 2008. Women's track and field finished 4th as a team last Saturday at Millersville, while men's track and field completed the day 1st at Millersville. Softball took the doubleheader against Mansfield last Saturday. The team is now 10-9 for the season. Baseball also won 2 games against UPJ last Saturday. The team is now 500 at 16-16. Lacrosse lost 13-14 against East Stroudsburg. The team is now 9-3. If you remember the last day of fall when football was finally over as a somber occasion, then you're going to be thrilled today because it's back. Greg Sage shoots up for the spring game.
The pads are crunching once again in Seth Grove Stadium. Coach Mack and his players have been busy the last couple weeks as the team prepares to play the yearly inter-squad game. New faces join the reloaded Shippensburg squad, but Coach Mack doesn't seem to be concerned with his young team.
It comes down to this. It's just the next man up type of deal. We got some quality young men, and I'm excited to what happens here as spring concludes, and then we start preseason in August and see who really steps up to the plate. And it's wide open here. There's some front runners, but it's wide open.
The team lost some of its most dominant players from last year, like Trevor Harmon and Brian Sober, who aren't easy to replace, but Coach Mack and the rest of the Red Raiders staff are eager to get back at it. New coaches also line the Shippensburg Red Raiders sidelines, but Coach Mack says that no matter how inexperienced the team is, the standard is always the same.
They don't change. We want to be winners on and off the field. The biggest thing we talk is we want to compete every play. And everything that we do, we want to compete. We want to do the best of our ability. So expectations are high. They're always high in this program, and that's the way we want to keep it.
The spring game allows for some of the younger guys to step up and showcase their talents, while veterans tweak their overall gameplay. As anxious as the players and coaches are to take the field and get that first taste of football, the fans are too. For SUTV Sports, I'm Greg Shade.
The spring game is this Saturday at Seth Grove Stadium. SUTV Sports is bringing the game to you live. It starts at 12 with a pregame show getting started just after 11:30. Join us on Campus Channel 82 and Comcast Channel 21. Well, that's all we have for sports this week. I know I'll be at the Red and White Spring Game on Saturday. What about you guys at the desk?
Yes, I'm so excited to be there. I'll be there reporting from the sideline, and I just can't wait to hear the Red Raider Marching Band play, to see the cheerleaders, and just to have the whole football atmosphere back.
I mean, that does sound like a good time, but unfortunately I won't be there, but I'll watch the live SUTV broadcast, and hopefully, that'll be the same.
I hope Ship can win.
Exactly.
But anyway, that's it for SUTV News. I'm Lucy Davis.
And I'm Joe Rodriguez. Now, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at SUTV News, and like us on Facebook.
For more information on tonight's stories and extra news, visit our website, sutvnews.com.
Now, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.